welcome back. All right, I told you I'd be here today. Welcome to Roland's Reviews, and I hope that you had a fantastic Friday. Woo! I don't work on Fridays in the summertime, so I just run around and handle business and do things I need to do during the regular school year. I'm just too tired to do. All right, so do me one small favor, folks, please, as you enter the chat room, if you will, okay? Hit the little thumb. That is the like button. That tells YouTube that you are enjoying this content. And guess what? Maybe, hold on, here we go. Okay, maybe they'll share it out with someone else. Who knows? Also, how you doing? All right. If you have other forms of social media, share it there as well. That will help. And Florida, thanks for all of the links that you sent me earlier. So I have been watching those videos and trying to gather some information from those and see if I can help the situation. Thank you so much. That's fine, Florida. It's Friday and people are busy and people have lives and people have things to do. And trust me, I do understand. I know some people, when they miss a live, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, you don't have to explain. I understand. Life happens and you have things you have to do, right? So I'll give a few more people some time. Okay. And so, all right, there we go. All right. So, folks, again, we have been talking about, oh, Mike, you did make it back. Hello, love. We've been talking about all of the situations, all of the horrendous crimes that have been committed by illegal immigrants. And of course, they're just continuing, right? And I said I would talk about this, and then some of you were asking me about the CDL scandal in Florida, and I told you I would get to it. It's just that there was a lot going on. All right, so if you would like me to call your name out during the roll call, just say hello, or you can send an emoji. That way I can see who is here. Chris is here. How are you doing, love? All right. Florida is with us, but she's busy. She won't be able to respond, unfortunately. Okay, Dorian, how you doing, dear? Tina, thank you for being here. Mike, you did say you were coming back. Thanks so much. And Baldwin Birds, how are you doing? Meow. All right. All right. Look at the title. Knife-wielding immigrant charged with attempted murder for charging at, so he's basically chasing a U.S. attorney in New York. And then, we're very limited with the length of the title, so I couldn't put everything in there that I wanted to, but okay, you'll see it in the video. Okay, so let's check this out, because again, we've been talking about the Democrats trying to help the illegal immigrants to evade ICE, and they're telling them that they don't, trying to show them how to evade. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm done. I don't know what else to say, because it makes no sense to me that you would rather have, how you doing, Chris? People who've committed all kinds of horrendous crimes, but you want them here. So I say, once the illegal immigrants are deported, how about also deport the Democrats? Boom. All right. Okay. So if you are familiar with this subject matter, do me a favor and type 1 in the comment section, because this did happen today. So sometimes I have something planned that I'm going to talk about, and then something happens and I'm like, I better jump on this. Salute, Barnes. How you doing, dear? The governor of New York is taking money from the taxpayers of New York. 50 million. Yes, Tina. Oh my God. These people are nuts. I told you, Trump definitely needs to cut all federal money to these sanctuary cities. I would cut it. OMG. And how the taxpayers in New York aren't out in the streets protesting is beyond me, because I would definitely be livid. Barnes, we've been saying that because you've been here for a while. They are traitors to this country. It is treason. We've said that. Yes, it is. Everything that's for Americans, they are against. Everything in relation to the illegal immigrants, they are for. Notice that? Right. Yes, Baldwin, they are. So, Monique, are you familiar with this incident? Type it in the comment section. Hit that like button for me, folks, and I'm going to play the video. And then, as I promised you earlier in the week, we'll talk about the CDL scandal down in Florida. Okay? So let's listen to this. This is a scary situation, folks. And again, they want these people to stay here. Tina says, I agree with you, Miss Rowland. The Democrats need to be deported right along with the illegals. Boom. Okay. Yeah. And Tina, you've been here long enough. We've been saying these Democrats, oh my God. The Dodgers defend the illegal. I heard about that. OMG. So I don't know, because then I said that they weren't trying to do that. So I'm still trying to get some clarity on that situation, Dorian. Oh my goodness. Let's listen to this, because some of you said you were not familiar with this. This happened today. So in New York, of course. So here we go.
Did you see this story? Unbelievable. An illegal immigrant charged with attempted murder after police say he chased down the U.S. attorney for the Northern District of New York and threatened to kill him with a knife. The suspect, you see him here, Saul Morales Garcia, is a Salvadoran migrant that was previously deported, came back in, but he's now being held without bail. U.S. Attorney John Sarcone joins me now to tell the story. John, this is incredible. What happened?
Okay. I'm walking, minding my own business. I was going to go up to the state capitol, which is a couple blocks away from my office, federal courthouse. Mm-hmm. And I noticed this guy who looked crazy and was near the Hilton Hotel entrance. Mm-hmm. I could have easily just kept walking, but I sensed that there was danger here, and I have an obligation. I'm the chief law enforcement officer for the federal government in the area.
Folks, this is totally unacceptable. How you doing, Isaiah Evergreen? Welcome to the chat, love. I think you're new here. Hit that like button, love. And if you have other forms of social media, please, yes, Monique, it did. Please share this out, Evergreen. Thank you so much. So this is what the Democrats want us to continue to endure. And again, as Tina said, and as I said, deport them along with the illegal immigrants. Boom. This is unacceptable. All of the crimes that they are committing, the Democrats say nothing about those crimes. All they keep doing is trying to protect these people. And newsflash, as I've said over and over again, when have they done that for Americans? Oh, that's right. They haven't. I'll continue.
So I crossed the street and I walked down and I kept my eye on him, and he definitely appeared to be up to something crazy. Instead of keep going, I went across the street and I stood in front of the Hilton, and I kept my eye on him, didn't look at him directly. Next thing you know, he starts screaming at me in a language I didn't understand. I didn't acknowledge him. I kept looking straight ahead. Then, out of the corner of my eye, he starts coming towards me. I turn, I look at him. I still don't say anything. And then he pulls a knife out. He goes like this. And he's screaming at me, and then he charges at me.
Wow. So did you run? How did this end? Okay. Obviously, you're here and safe.
All right. So I ran towards the lobby, never took my eye off him And before I got to the lobby, he stopped. He was about 10 feet away from me with the knife and still screaming in a language I did not understand. He turned around and he started walking away. I called the sheriff of Albany County, who I had a personal phone number for, and I said, Craig, you got to get over here. I was just attacked by a maniac with a knife speaking in a foreign language. He said, where? I said, the Hilton. He said, we'll be right there. Now, this guy's walking away. I knew that if he got away, he was going to kill somebody.
Wow. So John, the sheriffs arrest him, but then they tell you they're going to release him. Why?
Did everyone hear that, or shall I rewind it? So this is what they want us to continue to endure. And we know, if you've been on this channel for a while, they've been committing horrendous crimes and being released if they were ever arrested. Some were never arrested. So this is how you doing, Lord Jammer? You said you were coming back, love. We're glad you're here. Robert, how are you, dear? Yes, why the citizens of New York? Robert, I don't get it. They're not protesting against giving them $50 million for a legal representation. When was it? Someone tell me, maybe I was asleep, maybe I missed the news cast. When have they done that for American citizens who needed legal representation? $50 million, taxpayer money. Tina, Monique, Lord Jammer, Dorian, Robert, maybe I missed it. Tell me, when did the Democrats do that? Just tell me. I just missed it. That's all. Governor Kathy Hochul should be ashamed of herself. Tina, she needs to go. More money, more problems. Yes. Robert, before you, right, Mike? Robert, before you joined the chat, I said, why aren't the people of New York out in the streets protesting? Monique, exactly. Never. See? But Americans vote for these Democrats, and then they don't do anything for it. They do everything for non-citizens. Yes, Kathy Hochul needs to be arrested for that. Yeah, that's how she's spending New York taxpayer money. All right, I'll continue.
Because of the laws of New York State, the bail laws, the sheriff said we can only charge them with menacing and having a weapon.
Did you hear that, folks? So even though it was attempted murder, they can't charge him with that. Menacing. Get out of here. Yes, Dorian.
I said, Sheriff, send your deputies back to the Hilton and get the video. He threatened my life because after he walked away, I went to the sidewalk to try to keep him in the area. And I yelled out and he turned around, he yelled back, and then he came back at me and he goes like this with the knife. And he's going to slit my throat, and then he charged at me again, second time. So I said,
so you get him held, but any other citizen in New York, a tourist, a mother with a child, probably would have been injured or even killed. But certainly, even with the arrest, this guy would have been let out. In just the last 15 seconds I got, have you talked to Governor Hochul?
Actually, she called me 8:45 p.m. last night. She was very sympathetic and concerned, and
they're always sympathetic. Now, what if this guy was actually unalived? How is sympathy going to help him and his family?
And I said to her, I said, look, the sanctuary cities aren't working.
Is she going to do anything about it?
I hope she does.
All right. John Sarcone, thank you. Thank goodness you're safe. And thank you. We look forward to following up and seeing if they do anything in this state to change those bail laws and the sanctuary city protections that this criminal had. John, thank you for.
Jammer is absolutely right. Boom. Can't be charged with a crime, but he can get all the freebies that you and I can't get. Make it make sense, Jammer. I'm asking for a friend. Does that make sense to you? Dorian, if it was the other way around, he'd be called a racist and a murderer. You better believe it. Beverly, how you doing, love? So this, of course, two sets of rules, right? So I wanted to discuss that with you because, again, it's continuing. and they don't care. As long as they keep their illegal immigrants here, they are fine, regardless of, the crimes they're committing and things that we as regular, everyday working Americans have to endure. Here's another situation 2 hours ago. And I wanted to show you an ICE officer was injured. Hold on. I'm going to share this with you. So we're just talking about some of these incidences, and they're still like, no, we want to keep them here.
Reporting from Los Angeles.
That's our car.
All right. Only Fox News was with ICE in Los Angeles as they moved in to take down a high-priority aggravated felon. His name is Alexander Palacios Guevara, and DHS says he's a Salvadoran illegal alien and Sureños gang member with convictions in LA County for murder and attempted murder.
I have an immigration lawyer.
Guevara has had a deportation order since February 2024 and had been living freely in Los Angeles County, a sanctuary jurisdiction. Now that this convicted murderer is in federal custody, he's coming here to this ICE facility where he's going to be booked. They're going to take his fingerprints, take his biometrics. He'll be placed in a cell. But as we were reporting on what would happen next with Guevara, he interrupted us to repeatedly say he shouldn't be deported because he has a special form of relief called CAT. ICE says you have a deportation order since February 2024, sir.
No, I just got CAT on December the 18th of last year by the BIA. You can call my lawyer.
It turns out his claim is true. ICE wasn't aware at the time of his arrest, but in the final days of the Biden administration on December 18th, the BIA, or Board of Immigration Appeals under the Biden Justice Department, granted Guevara a relief known as DCAT, meaning deferred removal under the Convention Against Torture. It means Guevara can't be deported to El Salvador because he fears being killed or tortured. Are you a convicted murderer, sir?
I am free.
Are you a convicted murderer? And Brett, we learned that ICE had to briefly release this man from their custody. Then they quickly rearrested him the very next day. He remains in their custody now. ICE sent a statement to Fox News about this, saying that this criminal alien should have never been roaming the streets of Los Angeles in the first place. They went on to say that this Biden-era decision to protect him from deportation to his home country is, quote, highly unusual. ICE tells us this guy is going to stay in their custody right now while they try to find another country they can deport him to other than El Salvador. We did reach out to his immigration attorney multiple times over the last couple of days, asking specifically, who is this guy afraid of? Who does he think is going to torture him? But that attorney never responded to us.
Right.
Brett?
That was an amazing story. Bill Maluchin in Los Angeles. Bill, thank you.
So again, that's the default. Oh, I'm afraid for my life. No, you just don't want to go back. And you heard what they said. He's already committed murder, so maybe some karma waiting for him. Boom. Lord Jammer. It's time for every elected official to answer the questions. Are you with the U.S. or for the? Yeah, are you for or against? Yeah, just say, which we can see by your actions, you're totally against. Yes, Tina. Mayor, how you doing, dear? So this is what we're dealing with, folks, and they're okay with it. And where's the video? I wanted to show you the ICE agent that had been injured. Where was it? I've looked at so many videos. OMG. But I definitely want to share that with you. So this is what they want us to continue to endure. How you doing, William? 10th Circuit Federal Court of Appeals. Yeah. Dorian, yes. The attorney does not exist. Why are they unable to establish contact? Chris, you know, some of these people are just making it up as they go. And, you know, Biden, oh, my God. I cannot. Let me find this video for you. Oh, my God. The ICE officer that was injured. His arm got caught in the he stopped the guy pulled off, his arm was still in the window. So let me, if you're familiar with that, type it in. Chris, you're a mess. Oh my God. Yeah, it's oh wow. Oh goodness. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, I need to pull that up for you because OMG. And you know, they don't care. Where is it? Okay, there are so many. OMG. And they just pull off. So, what do you think about this, folks? How you doing, Vicky? Our ICE agents are really, yeah. OMG. Yeah, they're kind of, they're going through it. And again, the Democrats are helping these people. When have the Democrats helped American citizens as they're committing crimes? Maybe I missed that too. Let me know. So let me pull this up. I mean, this is, oh my God. Oh. Let me see. Yeah, here it is. I have it right here for you. Thank you, Dorian. The link about ICE. Yeah, Dorian, I saw that and I'm like, what? So let me pull this up. And of course, it's in where? Hold on, this. Let me pull this over for you. I don't make this stuff up. I just share it with you and we discuss it, folks, because it's totally unbelievable that this is what they want. And you better believe if the Curry Queen had won, if there would be more and more and more of this. Let's watch the footage.
Prosecutors say an escape attempt during an ICE arrest in the Twin Cities is leading to even more charges.
This home security video shows a driver taking off during a traffic stop, dragging a deportation officer with him. New at 10, WCCO's Uba Ali walks us through this video and the political firestorm behind it.
What began as a planned federal immigration arrest took a violent turn in this quiet Bloomington neighborhood. And it was all caught on camera. According to a federal complaint, agents were executing a warrant for 39-year-old Roberto Carlos Munoz. They say Munoz entered the country unlawfully, and he also pled guilty to fourth-degree criminal sexual conduct back in.
Okay, so this is another Father of the Year, right? So far as the Democrats are concerned. These are the people that they want in our communities, right? And he's just, remember, the MS-13 gang member, another Father of the Year. These are all just nice people that want to come and work hard, and they're here committing horrendous crimes. Oh, make it make sense, people, because I don't get it.
2023 for abusing a minor. Tuesday morning, agents pulled him over. Court documents say he repeatedly refused to comply before a federal agent took out his spring-loaded window punch with his right hand and broke the driver's side rear window. These images show the officer's hand in the vehicle. In this video, you can see the driver take off with the agent hanging from the car, dragging him 300 feet through front yards. These graphic images show the aftermath. A bloody agent who needed 33 stitches for his significant cuts. Oh. And now a political battle with a top Homeland Security official criticizing Governor Tim Walz, posting on X instead of...
So look at this. This illegal alien is a convicted child essayer. Under Governor Tim Walz, this sicko was living in Minnesota and committing violent crime. Look at this. Can everybody see that? The amount of time he's been there committing violent crimes? 15 years. 15. Mayor, if you commit a crime today, guess what? You're going to jail today. Okay? Yes, Baldwin, lawless. Oh my God. Instead of, hold on. Comparing ICE law enforcement to the Gestapo, because remember, that's what Tampon Timmy said. Walsh should be thanking our brave law enforcement for arresting these violent criminals. So these are the type of people that they want us to, right, Mike? Do you see that, Mike? What the heck? Oh, yeah, it is disgraceful. Yes, Lord, he needs to go now. These are the people they're protecting. Oh, my God.
Comparing ICE law enforcement to the Gestapo, Walls should be thanking our brave law enforcement. The Department of Justice says a request for Munoz to be held after that 2022 arrest was, quote, not honored by local authorities.
Did everyone hear that? After his 22, now he's had 15 years of crime. And then 2022, they would not arrest him. So he's just walking around committing crimes. SA on children. Okay. Yeah, it's another father of the year.
And Munoz was released. Tonight, Munoz is behind bars. In a statement earlier this month, the spokesperson for the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office explained they are not involved in civil immigration enforcement. Over in Bloomington, Chief Hodges was unavailable for an interview, but I'm told he's recorded a video where he will speak about local and federal law enforcement. Amelia.
So make it make sense, people. Yes, Mayor, ICE is doing their job. That's what they were hired for. You're absolutely right. So again, look at what they're up against. No help from local authorities. But again, Mayor, Dorian, Lord Jammer, Dorian, Mike, if any of you, Baldwinburg, committed crimes and the U.S. Marshals were looking for you, guess what? The local police would come and pick you up and take you to jail and hold you until the U.S. Marshals came to pick you up. But Ocean Bliss, how you doing, love? Thank God for ICE. Yes. Monique, that is awful. They pick up American citizens when the U.S. Marshals or the FBI is looking for them and hold them, but they won't do that to these illegals. Oh, Ocean Bliss, what are your thoughts on this, folks? Let me see. Okay, that's a message I got ready. Tell me, Ocean Bliss, what are your thoughts, love? So this is what we're up against. Dorian, I'll type that in. Dorian, the Dodger Stadium. Yeah, I saw, I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance. You know, you see short clips, but I didn't get a chance to really find out what happened. So this is what you're talking about, the where they were denied entry. Yeah. All right, so let me let me get that going for you. So this is, again, these people keep voting for these Democrats. This is what they will get.
We're going to go back to Los Angeles, where we've been following that breaking news. Federal agents have come to Dodger Stadium. They've been met by immigration protests. Jacob, I understand that you have an update.
Yeah, Katie, come with me. Cal, let's go up and show the line here. The Los Angeles Police Department has arrived on the scene, and they're attempting to push people out of this Gate E area of Dodger Stadium. And you can see actually in some of their hands now. Cal, can you just show right there? They've got the helmets. They've got their tactical helmets now, which is a sign that, you know, they're about to stage to move people out of the area. The Dodgers, and I should say, Katie, a source familiar with the situation and a source connected to the Los Angeles Dodgers tells NBC News that these federal agents attempted to enter Dodger Stadium earlier today and were denied entry by the Los Angeles Dodgers, which is why they've stopped in this area right here. And, let's not forget the larger context of what is going on. This has been a series going on 2 weeks now, come Friday, of nonstop immigration enforcement actions in the Los Angeles area. NBC News is also reporting that as soon as the end of this week, Vice President J.D. Vance may make a trip, subject to cancellation because of the ongoing events in the Middle East, here to Los Angeles amidst these ongoing ICE immigration, Border Patrol immigration, federal agent enforcement actions. It has created a lot of fear, obviously, in Los Angeles for the immigrant community, a county, as you know, with over 1 million potentially undocumented immigrants in the most populous county in the nation. I want to give you a shot here. Again, of all the people who have gathered here, there's local officials, the local city councilwoman is here. Again, as all of these have been over the course of these many days, this is tense because this is a community, Chavez Ravine, I should say, that historically was a community that was inhabited by the Latino residents of Los Angeles. When Walter O'Malley brought the Los Angeles Dodgers here, very famously, go read the book Stealing Home by Eric Nussbaum, they picked up and literally removed full communities of Latino residents of Los Angeles out of the Chavez Ravine, La Loma, and Bishop neighborhoods that are directly behind me, were directly behind me. So there's a lot of history here. There's a lot of anger here, and it's playing out before our eyes right now, Katie.
Yeah, Walter O'Malley also broke the hearts of Brooklynites when he moved the Dodgers out of Brooklyn. I just want to say this. Kike Hernandez, one of the Dodgers, really great player. He's been vocal about what's been happening in Los Angeles. I want to read a post that he...
I can't hear you, so I'm going to throw it back to you.
Yeah, don't worry. I've got it. Kike Hernandez posted on social media, I may not be born and raised here in Los Angeles, but this city has adopted me as one of their own. I'm saddened and infuriated by what's happening in our country and our city. Los Angeles and Dodger fans have welcomed me, supported me, and shown me nothing but kindness and love. This is my second home, and I cannot stand to see our community being violated, profiled, abused, and ripped apart. All people deserve to be treated with respect, dignity, and human rights. Again, Kike Hernandez, outfielder for the Dodgers. Okay, Jacob Soboroff, thank you so much.
All right, so there's that. Yeah, Mayor, they can self-deport. So if you're Boss Chick, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, love? Evergreen and Ocean Bliss, if you're enjoying the content and you are not already subscribed, please do subscribe. We would be glad to have you here on the channel. So I'm saying, Mike, find me with the Quickness Friday. Yes. First off, the stadium is paid for by the taxpayers. Federal officers have a right to go anywhere. Tina, boom. Tina's calling it out. So I just don't know what else to say. What else are they going to do? Those of you just joining, I said deport the Democrats too. And you know our girl Pink Book Lessons, and I shared her video link in the description up under my video. So some of you were asking me when I was going to talk about this. I told you I was. Yeah, Kiki can go back to where she came from. Right, Lord Jammer. So how many of you, most of you have probably heard about the fake, where is it? CDLs, the scheme that was going on in Florida. I don't know if people understand how dangerous that is. You have 18 wheels, thousands and thousands of pounds. Right, Baldwin. And that is definitely a scary situation. So let me pull this up. I meant to share the article with you first. My bad. Okay. Hit the like button, if you will. And here it is. Yeah. This is what is going on. What a scandal. What a dangerous scandal. Wow. If you're familiar with this, if you heard about this, type a 1 in the comment section. If this is the first time that you've heard it, let me know. Okay. Okay, Monique. All right, here we go. Florida arrests 8 for driver's license fraud targeting illegal migrants. Authorities said CDLs were being obtained without taking proper tests. Evergreen, that illegal in Texas unalived that family of 5 Latinos on the highway a while back. Yes, Evergreen. They're untouchable. The Democrats do not want them arrested for anything. 8 people, including 2 state employees, have been arrested in Florida for selling thousands of fraudulent driver's licenses to undocumented immigrants, including commercial licenses to operate tractor trailers. The arrests were announced on Thursday after a joint investigation by the Bay County Sheriff's Office and Homeland Security investigations, alleging 2 state workers were issuing licenses without the required testing in exchange for cash payments arranged through intermediaries. Can you believe this, folks? This is dangerous. Putting untested, unqualified drivers, especially those with commercial licenses, wow, on our roads is an unacceptable risk to every family in the state. So people in Florida, be careful. Well, all 50 states, because the big trucks travel to all 50 states. That means we have individuals on the road, possibly operating tractor trailers, who never demonstrated the basic skills to do safely. It's not a paperwork issue. It's a direct threat to highway safety and a betrayal of the public trust. Wow. Ocean Bliss, I believe some type of immigration law has to change in these sanctuary cities and blue states ASAP while the Trump administration is in office. It's horrible what the Democrat has done to America. Ocean Bliss, you're new here. Boom. We've been saying that. They're traitors. If I were Trump, I would arrest them all for treason. Baldwin said, average day in Florida. Lord Jammer just never stops. The freebies they get while we have to work for everything. Lord Jammer. Yes. What do we get? We get nothing. Mayor said, can they read the sign? Very good question, Mayor, because they haven't been tested. And obviously, if they're using these nefarious means to get CDLs, they're not confident. They don't think that they can pass the test. Wow. I'm happy that Trump put in a trucking law. Yes, Monique. Ocean Bliss, new subscriber. Yeah, we're glad you're here. Ocean Bliss, we've been saying on this channel, Trump needs to cut all federal funds to all sanctuary cities ASAP. No state can make it without federal funds, and no major city can make it without federal funds. Okay? They can't speak English, or probably they can't. Lord Jammer, this is a disaster waiting to happen. Because like I said, if they're doing this, that means they know they couldn't pass the test. Wow. Whew. 2 Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicle employees were arrested, both of Panama City, including Bensil Velasco and Demetrius Smith. Ford said the scheme to sell fraudulent licenses occurred for a period of at least 2 years. Folks, this has gone on for 2 years. Wow. Investigators did not specify how many of the licenses issued by Velasco and Smith were for commercial tractor trailer operators. Velasco and Smith were each charged with 9 and 8 counts, respectively, for issuing unlawful driver's license and 9 and 8 counts, respectively, of official misconduct. Wow. Authorities also seized $120,000 from the homes of the 2 arrested. So they were just cashing in. Bliss says, Ocean Bliss, yes, I agree, cut off those federal funds. Yes, Ocean Bliss, they can't make it without federal money. Cut it. Like Trump is cutting that money to Harvard, cut that money to those sanctuary cities, and we'll see some changes. Thank you, Lord Jammer. Yes, hit the like button, folks. Velasco and Smith allegedly helped undocumented migrants skip steps and proper testing at the FLHSMV location in Bay County, then issued the driver's licenses in exchange for cash or a Cash App transaction. Wow. How you doing, Jacqueline Springs? This is why our car insurance went sky high without any accidents or speeding tickets. Boom. Evergreen. Yes, everyone. We're all complaining about the car insurance. It's through the roof. Jacqueline says, and not only that, they have to have a social security number to get their license. Jackie, we know about the scams with that too. They just make up numbers. We know. How you doing, Jackie? I think you're new here. Hit the like button. And if you're enjoying the content, love, hit the subscribe button. Those of you who just joined, who just subscribed today, make sure it is on all, subscribed on all notifications so you know when I'm live, which is 2 or 3 times a week. Okay. How can you get a CDL if you can't read the manual? Monique, this is a disaster. It is. The individuals coming to Velasco and Smith to obtain their driver's licenses were doing so through third parties operating as intermediaries, including a company called Cuba Max, located in Callaway, Florida, according to a Facebook post from the Bay County Sheriff's Office. Oh, wow. So they had a whole operation. Evergreen, that's right. I'm a senior that hardly drives an older vehicle, and my car insurance is sky high because I'm close to Chicago. Mayor, you got it. A search warrant was executed Friday at a business in Callaway called Cuba Max, which is involved in processing immigration documents, Cook said. Several individuals were arrested for their alleged roles as intermediaries in the scheme. They include Panama City residents. So these are the other people. Nerubus Rosales, owner of Cuba Max, for fraud and official misconduct. Cuba Max employee Zola Gonzalez Pena for the same charges. Other alleged intermediaries arrested include Leonardo Gutierrez, Hung Du, and Isbrieta Parra. Myrna Fernandez, also of Panama City, was also arrested on a charge of unlawful possession of a driver's license. Authorities said she allegedly fraudulently obtained her driver's license and paid to receive a passing grade on her exam and skills exam through the scheme. That explains too, folks, why there's so many car accidents. Who knows how large this scheme is and how many other states it may affect, right? And that's why you have a lot of people too who get these driver's licenses in a fraudulent manner. When they're in a car accident, they flee the scene. Okay, as you said, driving up our car insurance premiums. And I'll show you a picture of all of the people. All right, let me see. Oh my God, that is scary. Was it here that I saw? Where did I see the pictures? Oh, well, anyway, I gave you the names, but if you look it up, you'll see it is, oh boy, that's bad. All right, and I have a video and then we're done. Hit the like button, please, folks. All right, here we go. And again, we have Pink Book Lessons. She always has excellent commentary. And I did share her video in the description box below the video. So let's see what she says. She always has a very interesting take on what is transpiring.
Doing CDLs to undocumented immigrants, commercial driver license to undocumented immigrants, and they did not pass any tests. They just gave them money for these licenses.
It's bad enough that we are on the road with people who can't drive. It's even worse when we're behind someone who's driving an 18-wheeler with no formal training and purchases his CDL.
Evidence suggests that hundreds, if not more than 1,000 fraudulent driver's licenses were issued as part of this scheme. It's been ongoing for over 2 years, and this investigation is continuing to be ongoing and will expand statewide as we work to identify those who receive licenses illegally and hold all parties accountable.
In that same conference, they confirmed that Florida is not the only state that is involved. They stated that California, Illinois, New York, Texas, and even Pennsylvania are part of the scheme, and it's an ongoing investigation. So do not be surprised when you start seeing more CHP officers pulling over these big rigs.
So have you heard about the scandal at the DMV in Florida? So apparently they have sold over 1,000 CDL licenses to illegals, sold them. And then I think they've somehow ended up in other states like New York, etc. They're arresting people. This is just from, I think, one office. I think you heard several months ago about they're talking about like a lot of truck drivers not speaking English and all that. Well, hello. If the Florida DMV is selling the CDL licenses to the illegal immigrants, what other states' DMVs might be selling licenses to illegal immigrants? I wonder.
This is absolutely crazy and a public safety threat to everybody, yet the mainstream media isn't interested in this story.
Okay, and I paused it so you can see all the people who are involved. Now, has anyone heard any of the Democrats say anything about this scandal? Maybe I missed it. Maybe I was asleep. Jacqueline says, not only that, they need to check into the Lyft and Uber riding. Oh, yeah. Jackie, you're right. Because they got a lot of them driving that can't speak English and driving under somebody else's name. Jackie, thanks for that note. Tina said, sounds to me like the cartels were involved. Could be. You never know. Now they'll say, who's going to deliver our vegetables and fruit? Okay, Mayor. Robert, what's the latest news on that Looney Tunes woman who kept saying, let my people go by holding on to that truck? Oh, the one who was run over? I don't know where Crazy Mary is. Yet Lord Jammer, yes. So these are all the pictures of the people who were involved. All right, let's continue. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Doreen.
8 people got arrested in Florida after it was revealed that they had been a part of a driver's license scheme for about 3 years. This all happened down in Bay County, Florida. That's Panama City Beach. They have been running a scheme in Panama City where employees down to the tax collector's office worked in cahoots with other scammers, third-party individuals that ran their own companies that supposedly help illegal immigrants. They all plotted together to get illegal aliens hooked up with fraudulent driver's licenses, and not just a regular license, but commercial licenses too, CDLs. Which means while you're driving on the highway, you have people driving next to you and your family in 18-wheelers who are not citizens. They never passed any rigorous requirements to be operating that truck in the first place. It's very dangerous. They could be responsible for 80,000 pounds on the highway at any given time, placing you and everybody else on the road in extreme danger. Not only that, one of the scammers got caught with $120,000 cash inside of their home. That's probably more than 5 times their actual pay. They found that cash in their home. All of this is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from Bay County, drop Panama below in the comments. Won't waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Local, state, and federal authorities say they've uncovered a scheme where illegal immigrants were issued valid driver's licenses, and it all passed through a Bay County government office. As News 13's Grace Velez tells us, Florida Attorney General James Uthmeyer joined Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford for a news conference this afternoon, laying out the details.
Public corruption brought Attorney General James Uthmeier to Bay County Thursday. Officials say 2 Bay County tax collector's office employees were providing undocumented individuals driver's licenses in return for compensation.
Evidence suggests that hundreds, if not more than 1,000 fraudulent driver's licenses were issued as part of this scheme.
The employees, identified as Banceli Velasco and Demetrius Smith, allegedly skipped steps and proper testing, then issued the licenses in exchange for cash or a Cash App transaction. Ford believes people from all over the state traveled here to buy the licenses and that it had been happening for about 3 years. But Bay County tax collector Chuck Perdue says they only noticed the suspicious activity last month, then contacted Ford's office.
I was starting to review our month-end reports, and I was seeing where, on average of my 80 employees, an employee on average during the month will do 20 to 25 road exams. I had one employee, Mr. Smith, who did 295 exams one month. So those exams take about 20 minutes each. So doing the math, there's not that many work hours in the week, right?
Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford says the investigation has been ongoing for around a month, with the majority of headway being made on Wednesday. So far, there have been 8 arrests, and officials have seized around $120,000 from the illicit proceedings. Some of the arrests were individuals caught with the fraudulent licenses, and others were people acting as brokers. Officials cited the involvement of a Callaway business called Cuba Max.
The investigation also led us to arrest 5 additional individuals who are acting as brokers running local businesses that claim to assist with immigration paperwork, but instead arranged illegal transactions and funneled aliens from as far away as Miami to obtain licenses fraudulently.
Uthmeier and several others blamed the Biden administration for the illegal activity.
So again, this all goes back to, right? I told you, we've been saying this forever. The Biden-Harris administration, we have to dump a lot of these issues that we're having. When they decided to flood this country with all of these people, they caused so many problems. So they're gone. They're not in office any longer. We're still dealing with the ramifications. Yes, Lord Jammer, there needs to be. Mayor just had Uber deliver groceries. He's speaking to me in Spanish and had no idea what he was saying. Okay, Mayor. Oh, wow. I mean, DoorDash. Okay. All right. Yes, Tina, we are full of them. Okay, here we go.
Today is yet another example of how the Biden border policy puts American families at risk. Here you've got hundreds of aliens that are cheating, that are breaking the law, that are buying driver's licenses without taking the test, getting on the roads, putting everybody in danger. So, if there's any silver lining to come out of this terrible, discovery, it's that law enforcement worked very well together.
So have you guys heard about the Florida DMV that they've arrested some of their employees for selling CDL licenses? These people are not even qualified to have them, let alone go through, the proper procedure to get one. These people sold them to illegal immigrants.
Oh my God.
They're not even qualified to have a CDL, but yet they sold them. And from what I heard from the press conference, it could be up to over 1,000 CDLs.
They just got caught up in Florida for issuing CDLs to undocumented immigrants, commercial driver license to undocumented immigrants, and they did not pass any tests. They just gave them money for these licenses. And it was thousands of undocumented immigrants that they gave these CDLs to without passing any tests. And come to find out, they was using local businesses, pretending like they was helping these immigrants file paperwork, but instead these businesses was used for illegal transactions. 8 people was in on this scheme, and they found $120,000 in one of their apartments, cash. And getting these commercial driver's licenses is no easy task. You have people spending thousands of dollars to go to school just to pass these tests. And I can only imagine this is not only in Florida. It's just that Florida got busted. You know what I'm saying? Florida is the one that got caught. But I'm pretty sure this is nationwide. This is going on all over the place, not just Florida.
Yeah, I don't think some people realize how dangerous this is.
This is what we've been saying in the comment section, folks. And God forbid someone, or a family is killed by one of these people. And again, we lay this all on the doorstep of Joe Biden and Curry Queen, Kamala Harris. Oh my God, I wish we could sue them for all the damage that they've caused. Wow.
You have people walking around with CDLs that are not citizens. They can't speak English, so they can't read pertinent road signs, nor did they pass a test, written or the driving test, because they got hooked up with one of these people here who then hooked them up with 2 employees down to the Panama City DMV. That's how they got these licenses in exchange for cash. Cuba Max was one of the main companies named in the scam, but it wasn't just Hispanic companies. There was also a 58-year-old Chinese Vietnamese man that was also arrested. He was collecting money from his people too, bringing them in to get these licenses. So not only did Hispanic illegal immigrants get these licenses without the proper testing and following protocol, but Vietnamese and Chinese illegal immigrants were also able to fraudulently obtain these licenses too. Meanwhile, Maria and Dontanarius Montavious was working down to the tax collector's office, making buku cash in cahoots with these third-party scammers, allowing these people to obtain official licenses. And they got paid a lot of money to do it. $120,000 in cash found in one of their apartments. Then the female DMV employee, she got more charges than Dontavious Montenario Smith, but we all know Demetrius is about to get the real jail time here. Up here risking his freedom for some illegal immigrants, getting them official documentation, acting like they were tested when they weren't, giving them access to official CDL licenses that they turn around and use to get jobs with these logistic companies who starve actual Americans out by taking advantage of cheaper labor, driving.
And I think I mentioned that before. So yeah, they're doing all of these scammers. They're doing this again, undercutting American jobs, right? And I was talking to someone in the trucking industry, and I do have relatives who've been driving for over 25, 30 years, and they've been to all 50 states. And, you know, you have people who come in, and again, you know, when Trump said black jobs and the Democrats went crazy, a lot of Black American males drive trucks, black job, right? So when you flood the country with immigrants, and if this guy's used to getting $3,000 a load and you have someone that says, I'll do it for $1,000, well, you know who they're going to go with, right? So, Chris, what are you talking about? Okay, so let's finish this up.
Down rates across the entire trucking industry. This is absolutely horrible, and everybody involved should be held accountable. I don't want to see Chung Lee, Maria, and Jose with probation, and Monterio Dontavious get 20 years. They better all be held accountable.
As dangerous as this situation is, I want the judge to throw the book at them, because they have seriously put many American lives in danger. And who knows where all these people are and what states they're in. Jacqueline, I've been saying that. That's why I stopped driving. I've had CDL. Oh, wow, Jackie, you were a truck driver for 30 years. And some of the driving I've seen, I says, nowhere in the world you're going to get me on the road with these crazy folks. Jacqueline. Wow. So, Jackie, you drove the big rig. All right, girl. Woo.
Lock them all up, convict them all, and sentence all of them accordingly with the same time. Again, this is a serious safety issue. These people who can't even drive and read the road signs are getting licenses to handle 80,000 pounds on the highway. Woo. Do you know how insane that is? Let's go ahead and get the conversation.
All right. What are your thoughts about this, folks? Jackie, who used to drive the big rig, she told you what she thought. So she said she's not getting out there. Now, how you doing, my girls? That's okay, dear. What are your thoughts, folks? So this, again, not to beat a dead horse, but we need to lay this on the doorstep of the Biden-Harris administration. We're just glad you're here, my girl. Everyone who's here, hit the like button. If you are enjoying this content and you're not already subscribed, please do so now. Jacqueline, did you subscribe, love? This is totally unacceptable. And so all of these people who are out here protesting, I will continue to ignore them. And I'm going to say, I want Trump to continue. Lord Jammer, I know you are. To do what we voted for him. He's doing what the American people wants him to do, right? So I am fine with what's happening. Don't come to me putting these people up here crying. And then I was watching one content creator. They're trying to pull on our emotions. And one, they have this little Hispanic girl crying. You don't see a face, you just hear her voice. They got that from a movie, trying to pull on your emotions. So they're doing all kinds of stuff. Evergreen, boom. Absolutely right. Well, as it relates to, especially though with the illegal immigrant, especially. Oh God, don't do anything to them. And so those of you who are new, Jackie and my girls, I don't know if you've been here long enough to hear me say the Democrat, make it make sense. They discriminate against American citizens. But when it's time to vote, here they come. Mike, make it make sense, folks. I just can't. So this is what we're up against. And let them continue to implode. The Democrats are they're still pushing their agenda that the American people have rejected. We gave Trump a referendum, and he is following it through. And I don't care how many soundtracks of crying children that you play trying to upset me or anyone else, I'm not buying it. This is what we voted for. And we still have a long road ahead, folks. We have a lot to clean up. And this situation, again, is especially troubling. Because God forbid, if you're in a car or a truck and one of these people, again, she said, hey, that's 80,000 pounds. We know, who's really going to receive massive damage, whoever's in the car or the truck. So that's what I wanted to share. And those of you, my girl, those of you who came in late, I talked about, you may have to go back so you can see we talked about what happened with this illegal immigrant chasing New York attorney, trying to slice his throat. Thank God he was able to, get away. And it's just all of these instances, they never say anything about Americans and everything that, all the crimes that have been committed. Jacqueline, and since they sold those licenses to those people illegally, if those people kill or injure someone, they should be charged per incident. They should be held liable. Jackie, yes. Very good idea, Jackie. Yes. Good point. Yeah. If someone is seriously injured or killed, that blood is on their doorstep and they need to be held legally responsible. You're absolutely right. I can't with these people. Did someone in the chat say an illegal truck driver? I don't think so, Monique, unless I missed it. I'm not sure. How you doing, Lanita? That's okay, Lanita. We know it's Friday and people are busy. Life happens. So that's what Democrats are supporting. Let them continue to have that stance. They will never win another election because the American people are vehemently against it. And so let me share this with you. If you were not here, and I have some new people here, so here we go. I will drop the link. That's the video that I did last night. Jackie, remember that Venezuelan woman that was in New York on the news? She said they came here to take our jobs, and that's exactly what they did. Boom. Thanks to the Democrats. Yes, they did. Yeah. They said they came here to take. And the Democrats are okay with that. American citizens need to sue the Democrat. Tina, if I could talk to Trump, I would tell him, charge them all with treason. Lock them up. What they've done to American citizens is incomprehensible. And they're still begging, trying their best to keep these illegal immigrants here, telling them, like AOC, telling them how to talk to ICE, and you don't have to listen to what they're saying, and all of these things. They're on the side. The Democrats are always on the wrong side. The rebels. And for the people who keep voting for them, they were the people who had slaves and who tried to keep slavery going. But you try to tell them that, no, there was a switch. No, it wasn't. These Democrats you keep voting for, same ones, same people, KKK. That's who you keep voting for. Okay. Make it make sense. They're not going to do anything for you. My girl, what are you saying? Uh-oh, my girl, did you learn something new? My girl said what? Jackie. And it's not only that even the housing market, the people that bought houses from Dion Horton and Leonard complaining because their houses are falling apart now and the apartments as well. Jackie, why using illegal immigrants? Probably. And hey, they don't care. You know, they're kind of transient. Some of them are on the run because they know their paperwork is not right. My girl, you had a question, dear? Yeah, I did a video months ago. If you want me to do another video. Yeah, the Democratic Party is the party of the KKK. And Margaret Sanger, who said that Black people were like weeds. That's why they placed all of the Planned Parenthood clinics in Black communities. And the Democrats just love them. And sometimes you try to tell them and they won't listen. So real easy, folks. I can't come on here and tell you lies. All you have to do is Google it. You'll see for yourself. So everyone talks about how horrible the Nazis were. Yes, they were horrible. They learned about eugenics. Guess who they looked to? Margaret Sanger. Look it up. How do I know? Eugenics is one of the topics that I taught in my honors biotechnology class. So I know all about eugenics. Margaret Sanger, she was the master. So the Nazis learned some things from her. Look it up. So that's pretty much all I have for you. Now I'll be live again tomorrow. And again, my girl, Jacqueline, make sure you check out the link I just dropped. That was from yesterday, talking about the Reverend Al Sharpton, Jamal Bryant, and all these other Black Democratic shills, puppets, gatekeepers, still trying to they're trying to bring Black Americans back to the Democratic plantation because they're leaving in droves. And we have to prepare folks for the 2026 midterms. We can't lose ground now. There's too much at stake. Okay? One of Bill Gates' favorite things. Chris, what's his one of Bill Gates? Oh yeah, Chris, yeah. That's what he's into. And look at all this crappy food, the genetically modified food and all that crap. Yeah. Start reading some of the labels, the ingredient labels, folks. Some of the things you're eating is not actually food. How do I know? Well, another class that I teach is food science. Okay. Tijuana border jumper. Oh, that's okay, Tijuana. Oh. That's all right, Tijuana. You can do the replay, dear. It's okay. Yeah, we're pretty much done. I was just dropping the link. Tijuana, I dropped the link from the video that we did last night too. My girl, that was reference to the lawyer fleeing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. My girl, you're going to have to, like Tijuana border jumper, you're going to have to go back and check the replay. CJ Parks, here comes everyone in now. Yeah. Because we're done, but I want you to check it out. This man had to run for his life. So Canadian ketchup versus American ketchup. Oh, okay, Chris. CJ and Tijuana border jumper. I also have, I think I shared a couple of other clips up in Minnesota. This one illegal immigrant, SA'd a child, been for 15 years. He's just running around Minnesota. I also shared a video clip with the ICE agent that was injured trying to arrest an illegal immigrant, and his arm was caught in the door as he tried to flee. The ICE agent was injured. He had to get some stitches. So it's a mess. And the last thing I discussed, because people kept asking me to, the illegal scam that was going on. And it says Florida, but it was all over the U.S. where they were selling fake CDL licenses to immigrants, illegal. And again, if they're having to obtain them illegally, obviously they don't need to be on the road because they know they can't pass the test. Lanita, I always work with my local Akron, Ohio polling location. We always get a few Nepali people who don't speak, read, or write English, but vote on a provisional ballot using a driver's license as an ID. Okay, good info. Pulling on the emotions won't work. Robert, no, not with me. CJ, I saw that footage of him dragging the ICE agent yesterday. CJ, yes. And he had crimes he had committed, and SA'd a child. How many? Who knows how many children? We don't know. Because usually when they do it once, it's not one and done. It's one and continue. Especially when there is no jail time. You're just walking around free. Totally unacceptable. All right, Tijuana, are you still here? And you know I'll be live tomorrow, folks. My normal time, probably 6:30, 7 o'clock is when I normally go live on Saturdays. They use phone translator apps to vote. Oh, yeah, Lanita. Yeah. Tina, no problem, love. I just wanted to come on and talk about that. But yeah, CJ and Tijuana, make sure you check out the footage. I shared a Fox News video. I mean, this guy, thank God he's still alive. That's a scary situation. And if he was not able to get away from him and call the police, he said the look that guy had in his eye, that guy was going to kill someone, anyone. How you doing, Joey? Yes, Joey, you are helping, love. Hit the like button. Tijuana border jumper, thank you for the super chat. I'll have to pay better attention for your alert. That's okay, Tijuana. It's Friday, and guess what? It's all right. Okay. So don't worry about it. Thank you for the super chat, love. Yeah. Speaking of Minnesota, did you hear that the assassin apparently had written a confession to Patel that Governor Tim Walz was responsible for his rampage. Yes, CJ. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, Jackie, check it out, love. Jackie, you're new here. We expose all of the puppets and plants and gatekeepers of the Democratic Party. Your Al Sharpton, your Ben Crumb, all of these people, Congressional Black Caucus, NAACP, all of these people are exposed here. Okay? And we're trying to get the word out so that people are ready for the 2026 midterms, because we cannot afford to lose ground. Okay? Pulling on the emotion. Okay, yeah, so that's what we're doing. And you have to keep your eyes open. There's something going on every day, folks. And this is what they want us to endure. And I refuse to. I'm telling people, hey, go into law enforcement and go work for ICE. This is what we voted for. And I love it. And I'll vote for it again if I have a chance. This is what we need, strong leadership. I don't have that, Joey. Text me. I don't have that, dear. But thank you anyway, love. So we have to remain vigilant, folks. And now with this situation, now that it's coming to light, folks, please be careful on the highways. Oh my God. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you for your super chat. Love, you know I'm sending you some more hearts. Oh, OMG. Thank you, love. There you go. Read up on the candidates, folks. Please examine their record of action and what they support. Tijuana Border Jumper, yeah, he's been here a long time. And what we've been talking about is do your research. Stay away from gender and identity politics, folks. It doesn't matter the gender or the race. What are their policies? Gender and identity politics is the reason we're having the problems we're having. CJ, did you hear that Walmart stock is falling? It's the first time in decades that's happened. Gee, I wonder why. Boom. Yes. Don't they know when you do something in the dark, it will always come to light? How did she think she was going to do that and it not be exposed? Come on. She's got Soros. Yes, yes. And Sanders money. Yes. Lanita, the companies pay the illegal immigrant drivers less and make them work longer. Boom. Again, undercutting American workers. Yes. This is what they do. And I'm telling people, as ICE is raiding all of these facilities, and they're probably going to start pulling over a lot of trucks. As these people are arrested and deported, Americans, go get these jobs. Go get these jobs. A lot of jobs are opening up. So go get them. American companies that, and they need to be held accountable too for not hiring Americans, hiring illegal workers because, you know, they're cheaper and they know they won't say anything. That's not right. Tampon Tim hurried up and took down his comments about the shooter from his, yeah, my girl. Yes. Yes. Can you believe these people? Oh my God. If I could talk to Trump personally, I would tell him, please charge every single Democrat, charge them with treason. And I need to show you that Letitia James, big back Letitia James. I don't know why they keep playing her commercials on my channel. If you have seen them, let me know. If not, I will show you. I am sick and tired of them playing these commercials. And she's asking for money. Why would they show that here? Let me see if I can find it. CJ, I heard that Florida's busted a CDL counterfeit operator. Yeah, that's what I just finished talking about, CJ. Something about China being involved. Yes. China. Oh, my God. Let me see if I can find. I am so sick of these ads on my channel. They keep playing them. I'm going to have to record them and show them to you. Maybe if I put commercial. I am going to have to get that recorded. I need to show that to you. And they keep showing them on my channel. Tijuana Border Jumper. Thank you for the super chat, love. All right. Let me send you some hearts. What is the purpose of E-Verify if they hire all these illegals? Every time I apply for work online, I'm asked if I have proof to be eligible to work in the USA. That's a very good point, Tijuana. They ask you, they make America, we have to jump through hoops, right? Fill out all those questions only for them to go behind our backs and hire someone who isn't even a citizen. Make it make sense. I'm glad you brought that up. I can't find it. Oh my God, where do I find? Oh, I want to show that to you so bad because it's on my channel every day. Tijuana cringe alert if you show creepy Letty monster tush. I know, but I want to know why they're showing. They keep showing. I mean, and it's all day. I'm like, what the heck? Let me see if I can find. And she's just asking for money. And there is no way I'm giving her anything. Oh my God. I need to find that. I'm going to keep on searching and then I hope to have it for you tomorrow. I've got to find. I want to show you these commercials. Oh my God, I can't find it, but that's okay. Where are we? How you doing, Andrew? Yeah, I'm gonna keep searching because they keep playing them on my channel and it's driving me nuts. Okay, yeah, I can't find it, but I will. Okay. I'm going to search for that so I can have that for you tomorrow. You speaking the truth. How you doing, Andrew? I joined your channel yesterday, I think. Good to see you, Andrew. You want to jump a border Maui to New Mexico. Okay, Joey, sure. She can sell one of her properties if she needs cash. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. How do people fix their lips to ask us for anything with all the money that they have squandered? So I will find her commercial. I'll find a way to record it so I can show it to you tomorrow. And there are two of them. They keep every time I'm on my channel, which is every day, they keep showing them. I'm like, what the heck? And every time they show one of her commercials asking for money, you know what I do. We've got to check those hairlines and papers. Facts. Jacqueline. And yes, because on the DOT regulation, you can only have so many hours you can drive. Yes, 10 hours. You can't go past that. And a lot of running past. Oh, yeah, it's dangerous. Yes. Heard that Elon Musk is suing Letitia James for violating his First Amendment rights. I heard about that. Big Beef Tish is scared. Yes, my girl, she ain't out here talking all that big bad noise she did in the beginning. My girl, when you have time, go back and look at my older videos. when Eric Adams, when Trump won, Eric Adams said, okay, let me go ahead and get this. He got on board and started working with Trump. She kept on talking trash. She, Jasmine Crockett, her too, all of them shilling for the Democrats. So Fonnie Willis, the Democrats put all those black women up there to take the fall, and they're gone. They put you up there, you made a fool of yourself, and then the Democrats disappeared and left you hanging like they normally do. Jackie and Trump, to help the farmers, let me see what Jackie's saying. Out, he needs to take them people that's not hardened criminals that's in prison, put them out there. Yeah. Or the people who are receiving assistance from the government. Here's a good way for you to work it off. Hey, whether you want to do farm labor or not, do you want to continue to eat? I'm just saying. Tijuana, those illegal truck drivers don't log into the system to beat the clock hour limits. Oh, okay, Tijuana, thank you for that info. Yes, Robert, it was. I played that in the beginning. I had a little Fox video. Yeah. That man is, I don't want to say lucky. He's blessed to be alive. Oh my God. And you can hear when he's telling the story, it's like he's having a flashback. He's like, oh, you know, that was a scary situation. It really was. How you doing, Laurie? Hit the like button, love. So that's what I'll do. I'll have those, I'm going to keep looking until I can find those for you. Yeah, she's being sued. Yeah. And out here asking for money. How does she fix her lips to ask people for money after all she's done? I tried watching the G20 movie. I thought it was so ridiculous. I had to turn it off after 35 minutes. Viola Davis needs to choose better class of movie. Yes, CJ. But this meme right here is priceless. This is when you don't have to say anything. You just make that face and people know how you feel. No, Joey, I won't stop you, dear. So that's what we talked about tonight. CJ, I don't think you were here. CJ, that link I just dropped, that was from last night. Joey as well. Laurie, Tijuana, Jackie, check out the video from last night so you can see how Al Sharpton sold out Black Americans once again. Sold to the highest bidder. Him along with Jamal Bryant. Just a disgrace. Totally disgraceful. Okay? So we have to, again, remain vigilant and continue to expose these people. Get them out of office. That's my goal. And Jamal Bryant is trying to be the next coming, I guess, of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But he's only hurting Black Americans, the same people that he says he's trying to help. Make it make sense. I think when you get your CDLs renewed after they expire, they should take your fingerprint. It should be attached to your DMV account. Yeah, Jackie, that's a good point. Well, Jackie, they will probably do something like that because of the scope of this scandal. Okay, they probably will. Okay. If you're enjoying this content, Jackie and everyone else, share this on your Facebook page. Tell people to come on over, comment, share, like, subscribe. We'll be glad to have them. Okay? I got the link on my list to watch. Is the one about, yes, CJ, yes. You know it. Al Sharpton betrays Black voters. You know, whoever writes the biggest check, that's who he goes with. So, yeah. Tell me what you think, folks. And again, I will be live Tomorrow, tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. That's about it, CJ. I wanted to talk about the knife wielding incident, and then I know this CDL situation happened, I think earlier in the week or last week, but I just had so many other things to cover. I just touched on it, but most of you have already, heard of it. You're already familiar with it. Okay. Big Tish is big mad. Yeah, my girl. Yeah. So I'll let you go so you can enjoy the rest of your Friday night. And sometimes, if you get a chance, folks, even after we end the live stream, if you go and leave a comment, that helps the video as well. Okay. So even, when the live stream is over, and if you've noticed, when you leave comments, I always respond. Sure. Oh, okay, CJ. Right. Oh my, yeah. He's been scamming how long now? Oh my God. He's been scamming. And then in the chats yesterday, someone said, pay your taxes. So whatever. I heat up. I can't cool down. You got me spinning round and round. See who remembers this one. Excuse me. Round and round, round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Abracadabra. I want to reach out and grab you. All right. We're my Steve Miller Band fan. Yes, Tijuana. Boom. Yes. 1982 was a good year, Tijuana. Yes. I love all the Steve Miller Band songs. Oh, my God, I love them. Yes. CJ said he's been scamming since the 70s. I even read, was it in the 90s? His daughter sued the city of New York, said she fell in an elevator or some crap. Oh, my God. So she got it honest, right? She got it from her father. Laurie, you remember that one? Yeah, I love some Steve Miller. Woo. All right, I'll let you go. I enjoyed you. Don't forget to Joy read her too, Jackie. Oh, yes. Am I stepping into the twilight zone? Oh, yeah. Tijuana. Yes, definitely. God, yeah. I have it to another Steve Miller cassette, greatest hits. The reel came apart. Boom. All right. Yes. Don't worry, Jackie. We talk about her too. Joyless Reed. Yes, we do talk about her. So I'll let you go. And I'll go to the comment section and I'll talk to you as long as you are there. And again, thank you for spending your very valuable time here on the channel. There are thousands of other content creators, thousands of other channels, and I do not take it for granted that you are here. Tijuana, thank you so much for the love, dear. Tijuana, you see that link? I shared that link so you can, you and CJ and a few other people can get caught up. But I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll have a good time tomorrow. I promise. And I'm going to keep searching until I find those ads so you can get a good laugh. All right. I love you. Be safe. And I'm coming to talk to you right now in the comment section.